Hi, I'm Quinn Lemley with Secrets of the Stage. This is the place where we pull back the curtains and we dive into the creative process. And I cannot believe this. Today, my guest is the fabulous Carol Ostrow. We've known each other a long time.
Yes.
I love it. Two redheads.
Redheads rule.
We do with our orange
oh, it's gorgeous.
Roses.
I feel right at home.
I know. Well, you are an award-winning, multifaceted producer, and
Thank you.
10 years you've been serving the Actors Temple.
Yes.
You've got a lot of exciting things, and you have a book coming out.
I do.
So we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. We do indeed. And I'm thrilled to be here because I love you as an actress.
Oh,
and now you're an interviewer. How wonderful.
It's so much fun because as we get to know people and their process, you just learn like how to take risks and to say yes to life, you know?
You know, that's one of my problems, too. I never say no. I always say,
me too.
You need something? Well, sure.
Well, maybe
and
it's
then
the redhead in
figure
us.
it out. Oh, maybe. I didn't realize that. No, I like saying yes, and I like a challenge, and I'll find out if I don't know how to do something.
That's exactly how I am.
Yeah.
And you have produced so many plays on Broadway, off Broadway, in Los Angeles, I mean, all around the country, actually.
I had a wonderful mentor.
Who was your mentor?
His name was Arthur Cantor, and he was one of the most prolific producers on Broadway. But he wasn't just a producer. He was multifaceted. He was a general manager.
Oh, wow.
He knew how to raise
money.
money.
Everything.
He knew the law. Well, when you're a general manager, you have to know contracts. That's very, very important. You have to know what unions want. But he knew advertising. He knew PR. He knew the value of money. There's a big difference. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Many people feel when they're producing a show, they have, the full page ads that are now like $250,000.
It's crazy.
That doesn't mean you're going to have a hit show.
No.
It's word of mouth. That's the biggest secret. If someone comes and loves it, they tell their friends, then they tell their friends.
Right.
Yeah, and they will overcome a bad review, but those bad reviews can tear your heart out. Critics don't know what you go through to produce a show.
I know. I find it unbelievable because it's not just the writer or the composer, the lyricist. It's the whole journey from the team and raising money and getting it out there and the casting.
It's your
baby. And it takes years often to
10 years sometimes.
Yes,
and
I know. I've been doing Rita for a while.
How long have you been doing Rita?
Well, a while.
Doesn't
I
matter.
keep changing because as she gets wiser.
Oh, well, that's
the character.
good.
I mean, it's a little different. It's not a set show like
but you have to get the feel of the audience also.
Yes.
You give more when they love you.
Of course. Yeah. I love connecting.
But what a life she had. She was not a happy girl. She had a sad life in many ways.
She did.
Her father was abusive and pushed her into show business. And you know something? That's why I love clown paintings, because they remind me of being an actor. You put that front on and you have to smile and the show has to go on, and inside you can be hurting.
That song, Smile by Charlie Chaplin. Oh,
yes.
That always brings me to tears.
That's one man she didn't marry.
No, she did. She married Orson Welles and Prince Ali Khan.
Prince Ali Khan, and had a beautiful daughter who took care of her for the rest of her life.
Yes.
But listen, life isn't as we hope it will be. It is the way it is.
Right.
But I love mine.
I love mine too. And let's talk about the Actors Temple.
Oh, yes.
You have an anniversary coming up.
107 years. It's
now, the club was founded by Al Jolson, Sophie Tucker.
Yes.
I mean, all of these.
They were the Jewish, the top of the Jewish entertainers who were on Broadway, starting in 1917. And the purpose of this temple was to serve that acting community. Of course, there were normal people who came to the temple, but they were mostly actors, and they were seeking their place in society. You know, in those days, actors were considered low class.
I know.
And they weren't accepted. And here they were, the most talented, beautiful, creative people in the world, and they still are.
Yes.
Actors today. Brilliant. And you can't be stupid to be an actor.
No, you can't.
You can't. So here they were trying to find a place to pray, to thank God for who they were and to just be free with their religion. So they founded the Actors Temple, and every single star on Broadway until today, not the same exactly. Today, actors are so busy and they don't necessarily come to the synagogue, but in those days they did. And if they weren't members, they raised money for us. They knew the importance of the existence of this little tiny, beautiful...
But did they have to be Jewish? Because it seemed to me that you're
Frank Sinatra came.
That's what I was reading. I couldn't believe it because it seems like an ecumenical place for where everybody is included.
Everybody. All are welcome.
Talk about the show that you're going to be presenting for your anniversary.
Since the beginning, I put on shows that showcase the talent not only in show business, but here in New York, local talent, and there are so many fabulous actors.
Like, so, were they plays, musicals?
Plays, musicals, klezmer music. I mean, there's Doug Cohen, who has written so many beautiful shows. He's a composer, a lyricist, so we're going to feature one of his shows.
Wonderful.
In my show on the 107th anniversary, September 16th.
Okay, and where can they go?
7:30 to 9:30.
To get tickets? To
get tickets, just go on our website, theactorstemple.org.
Great.
And you'll find it. So it's about our past, wonderful stories and videos.
Wonderful.
I mean, we had members like the Three Stooges.
Yes, I read that.
The Marx Brothers, the Ritz Brothers, Burt Law, who played
the lion.
Unbelievable. Actors. Shelley Winters was a member. Sophie
the Poseidon
Tucker.
Adventure. I love it.
Yes, but she did a lot more before Poseidon.
Oh, I know.
Adventures.
And my favorite role she did was in A Place in the Sun.
Yes.
I mean, she really had to become that crazy, ugly,
terrific acting.
Wonderful. I mean, she transformed
she just was a normal person who wanted to pray on a Friday night.
Beautiful.
And came to the synagogue. Beautiful. So we've had unbelievable people come, and I want to honor that.
And the building, you're in a landmarked building? It's a beautiful building on West 47th Street?
47th, between 8th and 9th, the Broadway district.
Yes. So it's the perfect place.
Perfect. 1 block away from Restaurant Row. So you can eat.
You can eat and
everybody
pray.
loves to eat and then come and pray.
That's great. I love it. How did you become the president? I mean, serving for 10 years, that's a long time to be on a board.
It was a sad time in my life 10 years ago. My husband was gone, and I was very busy in my career, not sure what I wanted to do. Did I want to stay in New York? How could I even think of leaving it?
No.
But at that time, I was depressed.
Right.
So a friend of mine said, come to the temple. You'll love it. You'll see pictures of all the famous actors. You'll feel right at home.
I love it.
So I had tried other synagogues, and they were beautiful. They were welcoming, but they didn't need me. I would be just someone in the crowd, which is okay, but I wanted to somehow be of service. So I walk in, and there is this gorgeous little jewel, but it was not in good shape at all. It smelled from being musty, and it was not terribly clean. It wasn't well looked after.
But it's a theater.
It's a theater.
It's got history. I have to say, Carol, when I walk into the theater, it doesn't matter where I go in the world, I get goosebumps, and I feel that that's
where you belong.
It's like my church or my temple, or I can feel it, and I can feel the past.
Yes, those ghosts.
Yes,
the ghosts of the time past speak to me.
Oh, I have goosebumps right now.
Yes, they did. They said, Carol, this is where you belong. You'll do some good here. You'll be of service.
I love it.
Come here. You don't have to be all dressed up. You don't have to do anything. Just serve. And I did for 10 years, and the building looks beautiful. There are lots of things that I want to do, continuing with the synagogue, some readings. There are so many playwrights out there who need a break.
So often it's so hard to get from that initial reading, or even to get producers or have people have the vision of what a play could be, or what the meaning
Well, I tell you, playwrights should never be stopped from their creativity, but they don't think like producers. Producers think dollar signs before anything.
Yes.
If you have too many in the cast, if you have too many sets, forget it. It's never going to be produced.
I know.
Ever. So you when a playwright comes to me and I read what's in their heart and soul, and they've worked so hard to create something.
But can they peel it back?
Well, that's the whole point. They don't know that they have to. If they are very serious about producing something, they have to peel it back. So I tell them it's a wonderful story. The characters are, if it is,
If
I mean,
it is,
sometimes
right?
it isn't,
Right.
but I'm still encouraging them. They deserve, they're putting their lives on the line, and they want to be creative.
And their
we
souls,
need,
and their souls.
That's right, they're telling their truths, and
Right.
they have to be encouraged.
Yes.
So far be it for me to ever discourage
Yes.
anyone. But I'll try to be helpful and try not to hurt their feelings. But I have to be realistic. You've got too many characters. Nobody is going to produce it because there are too many mouths to feed.
Right.
You've got too many sets, too many songs. So that means too many musicians. All of that costs, and it must be understood that a producer thinks money first.
Yes.
Then, how creative is it? Is there a target audience? Who can we get?
Right.
And I mean, if you're advertising and you're doing it to older people when it's something like The Outsiders on Broadway now, although they would love that show, but it's mostly for kids.
Right.
It's for the young people to really understand what these kids are trying to say in that show. So you have to target the audience. There's nothing like from the page to the stage.
I
There's
love that, the
nothing
page
like
to the
page
stage.
to the stage. There's a big difference. Because it becomes alive with an actor, with that script in their hands. And then you listen to the actors. You listen, well, my character isn't fully realized. I need more depth. Of course, actors want more meat.
Right,
Of
of
course,
course they
want
do.
it. But you have to listen to the actors because they know what they feel and what they want to project in their character. And that's very exciting to me. The whole process is thrilling.
Well, I think, you were an actress.
Yes.
And you were a model,
dancer.
a dancer.
I was.
You were a showgirl, too.
Showgirl
Where,
in Las
where were
Vegas.
you doing?
The Desert Inn, a Don Arden dancer and showgirl.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was thrilling.
must
and the
have
stars
stories.
I saw. I had a fabulous experience there, which I'm going to tell.
Please do.
That I'm going to tell on the 107th anniversary. I auditioned as a dancer, but there was only a part for a showgirl. So I thought, well, this is going to be easy as could be. Never having experience in a big show, never. But I just thought I could do it, so I go backstage. And I'm peeking backstage to see the girl whose part I am taking. And I wanted to meticulously, because I'd been a choreographer and
Wow.
done dancing. So I was counting 5, 6,
Six,
7,
seven,
8. Boom.
Yes.
And so I'm counting and I'm looking and I'm trying to get the relationship of her entrance and where she is and who she's standing next to. And beside me was one of the most beautiful women I'd ever seen in my life.
Who was
And
it?
it turned out to be one of the Barry sisters.
Ah.
And many years later, I won't tell you how many years, I'm the president of the Actors Temple, and I find out the Barry sisters are members.
So you met,
I hadn't met them. They had passed away. But they were members, and
Oh,
here
my
I am.
goodness.
I mean, you never know
legacy.
journey that you're going to take and the people that you're going to meet along the
Yes.
way.
Yes.
And then I met Milton Berle, who was
Oh,
also,
my gosh.
oh my
What was
God,
he like?
funny? Oh, funny, 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 funny. And a bit of a womanizer.
I'm sure.
He was a member of the Actors Temple. I've got his
my
picture
God.
everywhere.
That is wonderful.
So I'm with good company, let me tell you.
Yes, well,
but they were so
synergy.
encouraging to me.
and did you have to wear the headdress and the feathers?
Of course.
I will never forget. People do not realize how heavy feathers
No,
are.
they don't.
No, my first time I wore a headdress and feathers was one of my friends. It was his 40th birthday, and he made the Muppets.
Oh.
Or was a designer for the Muppets, and so I had to be a showgirl. And trying to walk up and down the stairs, trying to balancing.
And what time is it?
Showtime. Yes.
Stomach in and
Yeah, girls out.
Chest out.
Yes, yes.
good old days.
Yes,
huh?
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, it
Well,
was
that
great
gives us
fun.
character, right?
I am a character.
Yes. I had the president of Metropolitan College of New York
Oh.
on last week, and he was talking about, because they're trying to serve as, you know, mainly minority students and give them
Very
a place,
important.
right? And he was like, pick up your feet. I don't care how you're feeling. Pick up how you walk matters. Have purpose. Even if you're just going to the bathroom, have purpose.
Now, isn't that, again,
Right?
the clown personality?
Yes.
You can be so low and so unhappy, but when it's showtime,
Yes.
perk up and be it.
Yes. And show up.
Show up.
Show up. And you
Be
were,
on time.
we were talking about saying yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that I don't know if you know, but my husband Paul died last year, and he was my producer and manager. And I want to get to your book because
Yeah. I'm a widow too. Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
but we move on.
We move on.
So my mom came, and we were having this long talk, and you know, it's so easy to get depressed and to
Yes.
sit in
You know, we're
that.
both feeling it.
I know.
Makeup.
Makeup. Harold, where are you? No. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to change my words and my thoughts, because he was my everything. I mean, he was my manager, my producer, my
Oh, I didn't know that.
everything. And he was only 53. And I was like, I have to change the way I talk to myself. Like, I would be like, oh, I'm not very good with money, or I let him do it, that, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I have to be good. I have to show up. I have to say to myself, you can do this. You can say yes, or figure out how to do it, or find somebody to do it for you.
But it takes time.
Yes.
It takes time for that to filter in.
Yes.
Because you have to feel that sorrow. You loved him.
Oh, yes.
He loved you.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it. But
And the death is so final. And I went through the same thing. My husband was there for me, and anything I needed, he would be there. I didn't let him do a lot because he would take over.
right?
He was quite a leader, and so am I. But I learned with him that it's all right not to be a leader. It's all right to just sit there and be in love.
Yeah, I
and be
learned that too.
quiet.
Yes.
Be quiet. Being quiet is very important.
Yes, listening.
But the sorrow is there, and it always will be, and it's all right. We can feel things more than others who haven't gone through that terrible experience.
I thank God for music and for plays
Yes.
and for the theater. I mean,
Yes. Oh,
you know, I
theater.
could be in the audience and I feel like I'm feeling things on levels that I never could have understood before.
Yeah. And that makes you now who you are. And don't ever feel you won't find love again. You will. We
Same.
both will.
Yes.
Yes. But the most important thing, and I'm sure you know this, is to love yourself.
And that's why how we speak to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, and I know growing up in show business, I was never thin, you know, like I felt like
enough, tall enough, pretty enough.
You know.
My hair is never right.
Right? I mean, it's easy
I
to
still
go
go
there.
through that.
I do too, but I have to keep stopping myself and saying, okay, you know, accentuate the positive, you know,
Yes.
and step into what is and really be kind. You know, that
And
was
appreciate those who are being kind to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And accept it.
Yes.
And it's okay to be weak
know.
and to feel all that sorrow. Who would we be if we didn't? I'm sorry.
I know.
Please forgive us out there.
But, so let's use.
You know, we never got together like this before. We have
know.
to do this again.
I know.
And cry if we need to.
No.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your book and how you,
Okay.
because you have all of this emotion and
Yes.
this beautiful poetry and these stories to tell.
And believe me, I spill it out. I need that as an outlet.
Yes, I know.
And I love words.
Words matter.
Words matter.
They do.
They start wars. They hurt people, or they build you up.
Yes.
But the most important thing is to give yourself those lovely words. I'm fine. I'm a good person. I wish to do good in the world. I wish to be of service. I always wanted to write. I wrote plays as a young child.
So how
and
did you?
what happened was the pandemic. Everything closed.
Right.
Closed the doors at the synagogue. and Broadway was closed. I thought, I'm so filled with emotions and thoughts and fear. I mean, people were dying.
Right.
If you go outside, it's death's door.
I know.
So I started not writing about that, but how to make myself feel better. Look on the positive side.
Right.
Have a sense of humor, which I do have.
Yes.
Thank you, God.
Yes.
That sense of humor carried me
How
through.
could you not? You go to the Actors
Actors
Temple. I mean, with all those great comedians, how can you not have humor?
You can't be serious
Right?
all the time.
No.
No. So I just have that quality which I like and wish to keep. And so I started writing, and at first it was the dancers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 beats to the measure.
Right.
And so I would try to rhyme because that's how I write poetry. It's not Shakespeare, it's not onomatopoeia, but it's my
Your
play
rhythm, your
on words.
rhythm.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Right.
It's dancing around and it's smiling.
Yes.
But I also have 7 categories in the book, one of which is raging, the things that really make me angry. And putting it down on the paper made me feel better so that I could.
Well, you have an outlet to
Yes.
to fuel your emotions, your creativity.
Yes. But haven't you felt at times you want to write to someone and tell them
Oh
off?
yes.
And you want to tell them in no uncertain terms,
Yes,
you're
yes.
this and you're that.
Right.
If you write it down and then you read it, you'll laugh.
Right. Right. Yes, I
Don't
never
send
present it. When is the book being released?
It's being released. Well, it's released
Well, it's released now, but you're going
It's
to
on
have
Amazon, but
you're-
I'm having a reading September 5th
Where?
at Affordable Chic, 224 West 79th Street. Beautiful
Nice.
little boutique that sells clothing, and the woman there has a living room and another place where I can have people and
how wonderful.
just read my words and have people enjoy them and laugh and maybe cry a little
I
bit.
love
So
that.
one is about appearance. You know, look in the mirror. Oh my God, my hair's not right. My nose isn't right. My lips. Everybody gets
We
poofy
all are
lips.
like
Oh, it's no. So it's a fun poem about you look fine. Don't worry about being heavy or anything like that. It's looking on the bright side. Now, not every poem is looking on the bright side. There's some very serious stuff in it too.
Right.
But it's really a story. Poetry is telling a story. And we're actors, and we
Yes.
tell stories. So it's really
Yes.
part of acting.
I love it, especially for young women. I wish that there was poetry or books talking about these things, because as kids, I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet and all of that. Not that I would say, you know, but
Yes.
you know, discovery was a very different. The world was a different place. The world was more insular. I mean, growing up in Indiana, where you'd see the movie stars or the TV stars or the magazines, and I always wanted to look like Cosmopolitan
Of
or
course.
Vogue, or you know, and I didn't even know about
Those were our models.
I know.
Of course.
I had no idea about airbrushing or.
No. Girls today are victims of that on TikTok. They're told what to wear, what to do, and they never get out of their phones. You know, there's a
Yes.
whole world out there. You don't have
Right,
to be
you-
looking down at that
imagination,
damn
imagination.
thing. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Stop looking down.
Yes.
Look up.
Girls up. Right.
But it's words also. It's reading words that are so important. And it's not texting that I'm referring to.
Right.
Who was it? Robert Browning, who said, words. Without love, the world would be a tomb.
Like Liza Minnelli sings "Ring Them Bells."
Ring
You've
them
gotta-
bells.
Yes, you've got to ring them bells.
Ring them bells.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a poem to me.
Well, it's a song. I think it's Compton and
Oh,
Green.
I'm getting into lyrics.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, I wrote a song called Ce Soir in French.
Ce
Of all
Soir.
things, this evening.
I know.
I'll give it to you.
I would love it.
You would
So
love it. It's
what-
about loving your man.
What to do?
You're going to love him. Ce soir, ce soir, maintenant, tonight.
I love it. My new favorite French singer is Benjamin Biolay.
Never heard of him. Where is he?
Oh, he's a superstar in France, but he's got that. His big breakout was C'est Magnifique. He's like the
I
Michael
remember that.
Bublé. Well,
Yes.
he's young. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but he reinvented the old, you know, the great French songs, and now he's a composer. He's like a Michael Bublé and David Foster kind of combination, but he's got that baritone that
sexy.
C'est magnifique.
I love that. It's making love.
Yes,
Ooh.
I know. I can't wait to hear your song. I'll debut it at the Actors Temple.
Would you do
that?
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
That would be fun.
I'll send you the lyrics and the music.
Great.
My dear friend Steve Shacklin, you may know him.
No, I don't know him.
But he composed the music.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and I really like it. But it's not easy to write lyrics.
No, because you've got all the rhyming and
But you also have the beat. It's not 5, 6, 7, 8. This is different.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's a different genre completely. So I say yes.
Yes, I love that.
Yes, I'll do that.
You and I have very similar philosophies on life. And so we have a few minutes left. I just want to recap the Actors Temple,
Please.
Your celebration of
107 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
7 is a lucky number.
Yes.
It's a very good number. And so they can go to the actorstemple.org.
Yes, it's at 339 West 47th between 8th and 9th.
Okay.
Yes,
great.
it's at 7:30 till 9:30.
Okay. On the what's
and a
the
reception.
date? What date?
September 16th, Monday. It's right around the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Okay.
Forgot.
we will get it out there. And then your reading.
My reading September 5th.
Okay.
Monday. Excuse me. It's Thursday, September 5th.
5th. At
224 West 79th Street.
Okay.
Affordable Chic, the boutique.
Ooh, I can't wait to. It's my neighborhood, so I will.
Oh, you have to come.
Yes.
Everyone from Three Tomatoes, the publisher, will be there.
I love Three Tomatoes.
Oh, Cheryl Benton is the best.
Cheryl and Anne. Oh my gosh.
Ann Akers, they're wonderful friends.
They're just.
Yes.
They are women that say yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, I have to have them on the show. Definitely, definitely.
Well, this has been so much fun,
This
and
has
my
been
honor
wonderful.
to be here. Thank you.
It is my honor. Thank you so much, Carol Ostrow. And we'll be producing new plays in the fall.
Yes, we will.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
So much fun.
Thank you so much. I'm Quinn Lemley with Secrets of the Stage. We air every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on mnn.org, or you can visit my website, quinnlemley.com, and sign up and be a part of my world, because I want to see you at my concerts, and I'd like to share stories with you. Until next time, Secrets of the Stage.